Hey guys, I'm Roshni Sharma. I am married and settled in Amsterdam. Recently, I went for 1 month solo motorcycle expedition across Europe during the pandemic, and here is my journey.
Being a married woman comes with a lot of responsibilities and norms. But to break through from the stereotype is the real success that women these days can achieve if they truly want to follow their dreams and passion.
Being a married solo motorcyclist, I had lots of people who gave me negative opinions or put me down, but I am lucky to have such a supportive family who lets me follow my passion. Motorbiking has been my passion since childhood. And I remember when I was 18 years old, I started riding motorbiking, and then there was no looking back.
Roshni has won the Limca Book of Records for being the first woman to ride from Kanyakumari to Kashmir in India. Roshni soon got married and settled in Amsterdam, where she is a software engineer by profession, but continues her passion for riding bikes and completed her 1 month Europe expedition on September 7th, 2020.
I started my journey from Amsterdam, and then I went to Germany, then to Austria, and then I entered to Slovenia, and next country of my trip was Italy, and then I went to Liechtenstein, and then I ended up my journey in Amsterdam. So it was a total 6,500 kilometers of journey, in which I covered 7 countries.
Roshni considers herself to be very lucky to have parents who have supported her throughout her life with her passion for motorcycling, and also has the support of husband who helps her plan each road trip from logistics to the essentials.
Moving to a new country and leaving India was a huge step for me because I was so well settled in Bangalore. Having said that, and looking back after 5 years, I feel surprised, and even my husband at times tells me that how easily and quickly I could cope up with the changes. In fact, my husband knew me a few years before marriage. We had that understanding, and he was always supportive how serious I am to follow my passion and to chase my dreams. Not many women find that supportive husband.
Having a supportive family was a plus point, but Roshni did face unwanted comments from people as well.
It was not always easy from the society point of view, because when I was going for this ride, I always had a few friends asking me that, oh really, do you really want to go alone for this trip? Are you sure? How can your husband let you go like that? And are you sure that you can do it by yourself? And apart from that, in fact, when I was on the ride, then a lot of people when they knew that I am riding all by myself, so they were like, wow, that's so cool, but how did your husband let you go? It's not so common to see a woman riding a motorcycle all by herself after marriage. So these kind of comments definitely affected me in a way that I thought that we need to do something to change this, and women should be independent, and more and more women should come up, speak up, and follow their passion.
Since Roshni is a resident of Netherlands, she did not require a Shenzhen visa to travel to any countries. However, in some countries, she did have to pay road taxes and bike fees called as a vignet, which you have to stick to your bike before you enter any border.
So I had to be very mindful of my budget. I had to keep in mind that what kind of accommodation I'm booking, or what kind of food, or how much I'm spending on it. I stayed in lots of hostels. I was carrying camping gears with me, tent, sleeping bag and sleeping mattress and things like that. And apart from that, I was also carrying a mini stove where I could cook some ready-made food, which was cheaper. And I can say that I did this trip in a very reasonable cost. And if I want to give you a figure, I think I spent around 2,000 to 2,500 euros.
Roshni carried a dry bag which consisted of all the clothes, her camping equipment and necessary items that she carried on her bike. While riding, she also had a mini backpack attached to it as well. This was one of the difficult parts of riding a bike, as the roads were steep and she had to keep adjusting her bag. But she knew these were some of the challenges she had to face while taking up such road trips.
What I feel is every journey has its ups and downs, especially a solo motorcycle expedition by a woman can be even more challenging. Handling bike can be a little bit difficult sometimes. I remember one of the incident from Italy where I was going through a pass called Stelvio Pass, and it's one of the toughest passes of the world. I had really tough time there. It took my breath away at times because of there were so many blind hairpin bends, and there was so much, at times it had so much steep gradient that I doubted myself that what if I fall down, or what if I'm not able to go through this hairpin bends, then what am I going to do, how am I going to manage this situation alone. But thankfully I kept riding. I think I kept my spirits high. I didn't let the situation deter my confidence. So I think after riding for half an hour I was at the top, and there was a very good feeling of accomplishment. I would like to tell to all the married women out there that it is possible to follow your dreams and your passion even after marriage. Prepare a plan, discuss with your friends, discuss with your family, and just go for it. Don't think too much, don't be scared. There will be ups and downs, there will be difficult parts. Just go for it, and the feeling that you get after you achieve your dream is just out of the world.